Hello and welcome to Picture This Thought. Today's picture is this abandoned and dilapidated church building, and it's made me reflect on the collapse of Christendom, certainly in the Western world. Christendom is all about the marriage of the church with state power, and it largely originated with Constantine. He decreed that Christianity should be the official religion of the Roman Empire. And as that empire expanded, Christianity was often forced on people. Military power and might was used for religious purposes as well. And sadly, throughout history, church has colluded with state power. Shamefully, sometimes churches have tried to enforce their religion and their culture on other countries and other cultures in a kind of imperialism. And sometimes people have been persecuted for not holding to the state church religion. Since the Enlightenment, we've been increasingly seeing that Western Europe certainly is becoming a more secular and pluralist society. In Britain today, there are increasingly people representing all sorts of different religions and worldviews. We still do have an established Church of England, but its power is waning, and I think this is a good thing. God's kingdom isn't about political might and power. Jesus is very clear that his kingdom is very different from the powers and authorities in this world. In fact, when he was on trial in front of the Roman governor just before his crucifixion, he said, "My kingdom is not of this world." When Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, many of his followers thought he'd come to overthrow the Roman oppressors. But in fact, what he did was much bigger and much more profound than that. He came to overthrow the powers of sin and death in our lives so that we could live in a different and a countercultural way. He showed the greater power of service and of self-sacrifice. This is the foot-washing, outcast-embracing, countercultural way of Christ. Conquest and force are not the Jesus way. We should never be pushing our religion onto other people or making them pay penalties if they don't believe what we believe. We're to serve one another, to demonstrate the love that Christ has for them. And if people ask us for the reason for the hope that we have, we're to explain that to them with gentleness and respect. Jesus' kingdom is a heavenly kingdom where he rules in our hearts, in our minds, and in our lives, and he enables us to love and serve other people and to invite them to live this life alongside us. So that's today's Picture This Thought. Let me pray. Lord, thank you that your kingdom is an upside-down kingdom, that it's not about force or violence. Lord, thank you that you've come for the marginalised and the oppressed. Lord, I pray that we as followers of you would challenge abuses of power, that we would get alongside the marginalised and the outcast and the oppressed. Lord, help us to live lives of humility and love and service so that we can demonstrate your values and demonstrate what it looks like to have you as King. I ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. So that's today's Picture This Thought. Thanks for listening. Join me again for more.